Good morning, guys. It is day one of something I have not yet told you about. My new diet. So, I wanted to call it the weightless diet because basically it forces me to literally lose weight or not gain weight, I suppose. Now, usually this is done by counting calories, which is okay. I mean, that's kind of the scientific way to do it, because if you count your calories and you make sure that they're less than 2,000 or whatever, as long as the calories are accurate, you should be just fine at losing weight. I mean, now, the way that I'm doing it doesn't require me to actually look at the calorie count. So anything other than water, any kind of food, any kind of drink, anything like that, I weigh myself holding it. So if I want to drink something, I'll hold it up, I'll stand on the scale, and I'll weigh myself and see what that weight is. Now, if it's less than whatever my maximum is set to for that day, then I can go ahead and drink it. But if the combined weight, me plus whatever I want to drink, including the dishware, is more than whatever the maximum is, can't drink it. Can't eat it. Have to find something that weighs less. Now you might think, wait, this is silly because that means you might have to turn down, a huge chunk of celery that you want to eat because you want to be healthy and eat like a little crunch bar instead. Maybe that'll happen. Yeah. Now, I'll always weigh less than whatever my maximum is if you really think about it. So that thing will keep decreasing. So if what happens is the only thing I eat, let's say, is just candy all the time. Well, it can't be that much candy because if my body stores 100% of that sugar or whatever, it'll have to burn it all off, and I'll start noticing, wait a minute, it seems like every time I have a little bit of sugar, that weight kind of sits there for a while. So in a way, it's supposed to kind of train my mind. So in a way, in the long run, I'm hoping that this is actually better than just counting calories because it's actually training my behavior. It's kind of like something I used to do with alarm clocks. Some people would set their alarm clocks to make it look as though they're 5 minutes late. So whenever they see their clock, they're like, okay, I have to leave ahead of time. Because they would always be late to things, so they try to, lie to themselves with their alarm clock. Well, what I did was I actually did the opposite. I would actually take my alarm clock and just kind of set it, back a little bit. So instead of looking like I was late all the time, it always made me think I was 5 minutes early. When I actually would be right on time. And what that would do is it would train me to be really, or to actually, that way if I showed up late or noticed what time it was before I got there, I'd be like, oh my goodness, I should have, left earlier or done this earlier, done this faster. So the purpose of it wasn't to trick me and try to just accommodate everything to work with the way I thought, but it was to change me and change my behavior. Now, I never really stuck with that rule as far as lying to myself the other way, because I always realized it was best to train me to deal with the truth. So deal with whatever information is out there, whatever perspective I'm going to have in the real world. I have to learn how to deal with that. So if I want to learn how to not be late, give me the accurate time, give me the actual time, and I'll deal with that. So this morning I woke up. Yesterday I had some sugar, some pop, and all this stuff. And then I weighed myself with some dishware, a couple of these cups here. And I rounded up, and the weight that I got was 186 pounds. So it was August 23rd. Today is August 24th. Now I filled out every week I lose 2 pounds. So on Saturday, there's a pound amount. That's going to be my max. And then every Wednesday, there's a pound amount. And then every Monday, I do kind of the halfway point between the Saturday and the Wednesday. Since that one is kind of the 4 or 5 day span. So the Monday kind of lies right between Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is only a 4 day span. And so the maximum drops an entire pound there. So I didn't really put a max for Thursday and Friday. But it's a slow, kind of easy drop. I mean, if you only lose 2 pounds a week, that's sort of quick for a chronic loss of weight. But it's not too quick. I mean, it's I would guess that it's a good rate. It's not too severe. It's kind of healthy. If I were to keep this up, then my body should be used to the rate, like losing weight, because it'll take me 4 months to get down to 150. Speaking of which, I'm flipping through, and all the way down, I had a feeling somehow this was going to match, to add up. All the way to Christmas Day. Christmas Day is when it hits 150. Christmas Day. So, how's that for a Christmas present? Tim, you are 150 pounds. Really? After I went up to like 210 or whatever? Yep. And it's not like a really unhealthy way to do it. I'm not doing anything super crazy and severe. In fact, I woke up this morning and I could have a raw egg. And this is where the training myself part comes in. But I wanted some iced coffee. And I was like, I want some iced coffee. Now, I was actually pretty light from sleeping. I drank a little bit of water because I got to make sure that I stay hydrated at least. And I thought, I'll weigh myself with, see if I can get some iced coffee. Sure enough, I think it was like 184. So I'll still have a pound, which means I could still have an egg if I wanted, probably. I have to count for the plate or whatever. But there you go. I have my iced coffee. Hopefully later in the day I don't regret that I drank this, because I'll be like, oh no, I can only eat a pound or something. And that's the weight of the plate. But that's what I get. I'll probably learn the hard way to, drink a raw egg in the morning, kind of plan things out, bring some vegetables instead of candy or whatever. And wish me luck, guys. How many of you guys think I'll actually pull it off? 150 by Christmas. And it's August 24th. We'll see. Bye, guys. Ooh. My computer's on the edge of this. Okay. Bye.